taking flight, out of here, gone. Iced out, on my neck, where I'm at, gone. Level up, take a flight, out of here, gone. Iced out, on my neck, where I'm at.
And we are live with Cyrie and
Tilesha.
Alright, and we are here tonight with Red McFly. Red, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, you know, can't complain.
Well, we're so happy to have you here as our first guest.
Appreciate that.
Tilesha and I were saying for a while, we were like, we have a few people that we would love to interview, and we both said at the same time, we're like, Red.
Right.
But yeah, so Tilesha.
Yes.
I'll tell him why I wanted Red to come on the show. What was the number one thing that made you know that he would be a perfect fit as our first guest?
Me, I would say, he has a new album that just came out. And I think, like, with him practicing and being around Red more, I would say that he's way more deeper than just a rapper. So I and all of the podcasts that I see, like, they focus on the music, which is not a bad thing. No. But I really wanted people to see the other side of him. Like, he's deeper than just a rapper, and he's into a few different things. He's in the tech industry.
And like myself, like a lot of people that I know that I've worked with have worked with you. You know, a lot of people in our community, and I never got an opportunity to work with you. So I was like, this is great that we're finally having a platform where Tilesha and I can show our other side. Tilesha, oh, she's getting started, y'all. Now hold on. Let me just change the gears real quick. We didn't call this bosses and bottles, and I was a little scared for that because you know we get really turned. But we're gonna be on our best behaviors. Are we gonna be on our?
We are. I feel like we are.
Is this my drink right here, y'all?
It is. We are drinking my favorite pink Moscato, and you can't have pink Moscato without frozen fruit. It just makes it so much better.
This is my first time
It
having
tastes pretty good like that.
Oh, you got some too, Red? Okay. Yes.
Should we get into this album?
Yes, I am so excited. You're the one that actually put it in my ear that there's how the album came out, and I started listening to your songs, and I picked my favorite.
So what's your favorite?
It's the one that we were just playing on the page. For so long. Why do I like that? Because I'm that girl that in my man's life that's been for so long. You hear me, baby?
And that's the thing. I like to make music that people can relate to. Like you see how you related to that. That's what I like to do when I make the music. I
said this is for us right here, for the women that want to feel like, you know, our man is appreciating us. We're that light in the darkness in his world, you know. So I put that one on the page because I was like, I want everybody to hear that one.
Oh, okay.
What else do you think about the album? What's your take on it?
So I enjoyed it. I like For So Long. I like The Morning Star. I like. What do I think?
Both of them records produced by my man M-Eazy. Shout out to him.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to M-Eazy.
M-Eazy, all right.
Yeah.
And
amazing producer. And I think he was way before his time. I've known him for a lot of years, and he was on the video stuff way before like social media was a thing.
Yeah,
he was trying to make shorts and stuff, and I was like,
oh yeah.
You know, and like how long were you working on this album for?
That's always a tricky question because what happened is I took a break from music, and then I came back. Like I took a few years off. I was just producing. That was it. Making money, just producing, doing beats online, selling beats on BeatStars, just knocking them out. Then I say like a year ago, I was like, damn, I want to do some music again. Shout out to Benny the Butcher. I was around them a few times, and I just seen like what they had going on. I was like, damn, I want to get us another run. Because what they had going on like in Buffalo reminds me of like what we got here in Allentown. So it kind of inspired me. So I started working on a project that was supposed to have been taped for like 3. I did a whole bunch. I did like 14 or 15 songs for that. And I scrapped the whole album.
Wow.
Yeah, the only song that made it from that album was Balaclava.
Oh yeah, I heard that one.
And then so I kind of started like I want to say I started in like May
of this year.
Yeah.
Oh really?
And then it just carried me out. Like these songs been done for a while. I finished this album back in like maybe June or July.
Oh okay.
And then I added like 2 last-minute songs, one from M-Eazy, and then the one featuring my boy Nova from Toronto. Yeah, Bands. That was.
Which one is that?
It's called Bands. I did that song literally like 2 days before I turned the album in.
That's how it is sometimes. It is like that. But you're a producer too, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you worked with a lot of artists and you've done their music. Like, could you share with us with some of the artists that you worked with that we may know or possibly?
Some of the rappers that y'all might have heard on my beats go from Chinks, R.I.P., Max B, Lil Flip, Tony Sunshine, French Montana, Kanye West, Petey Crack, Reed Dallas, like a lot of the Philly rappers.
Wow.
That's a good list. I mean,
gosh, I'm like, there's more.
Right.
Wow.
And a bunch of other artists that I can't think of right now.
Wow. So
R.I.P. Fred the Godson,
R.I.P.
My Son, all of them. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
A bunch of them do.
How do you feel? Like, this is like a random question because you know you just made me think of something just now when you said R.I.P. Because I know a lot of rappers are passing away right now, and you know, what is your take on that?
I feel like, you know, the hip hop business is a dangerous job to have. Like being an artist is like you're always a target. People know your moves all the time. Like every time you got a show or you doing something, like people know where you're gonna be at. It's like the target is always on you. Either it could be from the law or other people that's hating on you or whatever, or just anything. And you know, I done been around rappers and at events where people actually died and got killed at, and I'm like, that is, I watched somebody get killed like 2 feet from me after a show before, and it's like, you know, stuff. It just it come with the job.
Yeah, it does.
But I also seen somebody die before I even became a rapper, you know. So it's like
this is the point.
when you're used to this type of life, it's like it don't even surprise you anymore.
It don't. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it just keeps going. Like, I have a couple people in my life that are in music, like hip hop and stuff, and they're even like, do I even want to do this anymore? Do I want to pick something else to do? But you know, once they start thinking, you know, you guys pick your lane, and you know, do like you said, people know about where you're going, what you're doing, and know so much, you know.
That's why the album called Life is Crazy.
Every single person in this world can relate to Life is Crazy.
Facts.
At one time or another, your life was crazy. You know what I mean? There was also like a line in one of the songs, I can't specifically remember what song it was, but you were saying you can conversate with anybody, execs, dealers to execs.
Yeah. That was on Pray For Me.
How do you think that has benefited you in the business world and in the music industry?
Good question.
See, I think that started because when I was younger, we moved around a lot. Like I started out in Newark, New Jersey, and we moved around all over East Orange, West Orange, Irvington. We wound up in Pennsylvania, Bethlehem, Allentown, Easton. I lived in each one of these cities.
Wow.
And then because of that, I was able to like I done been around. I went to a school where there was only one white kid, to a school where there was only one black kid.
That's my story.
So I know like how to how to conversate with different types of people, and I think it helped me to be able to have conversations with people who like the different groups that I conversate with. They wouldn't be able to speak to each other because it's so far apart, and they never even been around each other before.
Yeah.
So I think that like helped me over the years.
Wow. So you say you're originally from New Jersey. Oh, so am I. That's where I'm from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Plainfield. He said all my stomping grounds. I was like, oh.
Oh yeah, my grandmother lived in Plainfield. I go up there all
Really?
the time.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, it's such a small world. If you had to pick out of all the things that you are, so creative with as a producer, what is the one that you enjoy the most?
I don't know.
I know.
I feel like I just like. It depends what day of the week it is. Like sometimes
that's a good answer. Okay.
I feel like being a producer. Sometimes I want to be an artist. But I feel like everything together is an artist.
Yes.
Because like I'm like whether I'm doing the artwork for a project, I'm sitting there looking at color palettes and all this type of stuff, and then I could go to me producing, and I feel like with the sounds is the same way. Like I'd be seeing like certain colors when I hear certain sounds and stuff like that. And it just all ties into just being an artist. So
that's true.
It just depends what day of the week.
You know, when you say that makes me think of whenever you when they said a jack of all trades and a master of none. But you like you just said, it all does actually tie into each other. It's not like you're just doing a bunch of stuff. It all like when we doing stuff. You know. Yeah. I wanted to touch on like projects, like things that you have coming up. Because I know a lot of people are asking us, oh, what is Red going to be doing? And some of our friends that are in our circle are really interested in coming to some of the things that you have, like your listening party that you just recently had. We bummed that we couldn't make it. But
I was planning, I don't know if I should say it yet, but we're talking about turning this into an album experience. And we go to different cities and states and we had people come through, pull up,
Yes.
have a drink, and sip some bamboo or something.
Okay.
And we play the album, and we talk, and take pictures, and just vibe out for a couple of hours.
Okay.
I'm trying to do something new that other artists ain't doing.
Yeah. No, I feel you on that. I like that. So you saw like an experience that.
We're gonna do one in PA, of course, next.
Okay.
Then we got other states that we planning on doing right now.
Like at the New York one, I really liked the vibe. Everything was really nice. I think that people felt special hearing the album, and also like he was kind of like rapping, not really performing it, but like rapping it.
Yeah, because the way that I did was it wasn't like open to the public. I just picked certain people that I wanted to come.
Nice.
I didn't like put the address out there and everything, and it was something I just wanted to be like, you know, people could come, everybody know each other,
Yes.
we vibing out. That's how usually an album listening work. It's not a big crowd of people, it's just a select few people there, and then
we really enjoy intimate like settings like that.
Yeah.
You know, it's,
But then after you go to these events, I go through my phone and I just
Yeah.
look at all the pictures.
You
and,
do, yeah.
And the videos, and it's always just hilarious.
I'm
Like it just, and I'm not in a bad way. Like it's really awesome because in my mind, it's like one day we're gonna piece all these videos together and like have a story of your life. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or like, you know,
right.
shoot, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I enjoy the behind the scenes. That's one thing that Tilesha and I we really love. We love being like the behind the scenes of people.
Yeah.
So like when it comes to working with people, you know, what is it that you look for in a collaboration? Like when you're working with somebody featuring or.
Yeah, I'm very selective on when I do stuff like that. To me, it don't matter about like the popularity of the person or anything. It's just about the art. Like, what could we do? What could this person do that's gonna elevate this song and make it better? Because is it going to make the song better? Because if not, then I might as well not even put them on the record.
Yeah.
So that's how it always been. Like, of course, you know, it helps to have a relationship with somebody, but anytime you see me, if I pick somebody and I do a song just because I really wanted to.
Right.
It's not because of like any politics or anything like that. Yeah.
That's pretty good. That says a lot about you. When was like one of the hardest moments that you've had, like becoming an artist, like being in this industry? Like,
that's a good question because there's always some type of hurdles all the time.
Yeah. Facts.
I just say like, you know, just convincing the gatekeepers to let me in the door. You know what I mean? Because like I know so many people in the music business, but it'd be like they standing in front of the door like they don't want to. I see them like helping out these people that like I'm like,
we know
why you helping this garbage ass rapper out? Or this person that's not even like. I seen like a lot of artists that I know, they sign artists and then like the artists don't do anything. They lazy, they don't show up to stuff, all of that, and I'm like,
yeah.
So I had to convince people like over the years. Like I know some big people in the music business, but it's like I had to really like prove myself to everybody.
Yeah, some of it I think plays a part when you know that you have a lot to bring to the table. And some people are like fearful of it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what I take sometimes. I
think they don't want. They don't want certain people in position of power.
That's it.
That's what I think.
I drink to that.
Yeah. So
that's the part right there. No,
then when you walk in a certain path and you're a blessed person, like nobody can stop it.
Oh,
that's it.
Ain't nothing you can do about it.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
That's it. And I think that's something that whenever you guys were coming and like rehearsing, there was like something that positive vibe. Yeah, that positive vibe, and like even like the togetherness the group
we loved
had
it. We loved your energy.
was something that was different that we've seen with other like you guys know like
your cousin, like your in the fact that you know you have like your people, your family, like you guys are like family, family.
Yeah,
and
like
that
so
was
welcoming.
go back to what I was saying earlier about what Benny and them. They reminded me of like what we got going on, because like a lot of them is like either family members, cousins, brother, or knew each other from the block back in the day.
Right.
It's the same thing with us.
Right.
Like
you see that's loyalty. You see that, guys? And so that says a lot, like, especially when it comes to, like, business connections and doing things like, when you see that people are loyal within their group, like, that means so much more. That makes you even want to, like, dag. I was like, yo.
I was like, yeah, like how we all are with our circle. Right. It's like a lot of folks, we're living life to the fullest. Every time you guys came to rehearse, we were just loving it, the energy, because everything that we do in here is all about energy, you know? And so everybody that steps their foot in here, it's always a great vibe. Yeah. And then to see you guys, and then you did your, Oh, that was a lot of fun. I gotta tell you, I didn't tell you. Thank you for inviting us to the your
God.
thing at the
Gravity.
I was so tired. I forgot to
This
tell
is
you.
all, but guys,
It
that
was
was
so much
popping. That was popping.
I hadn't been out in a while.
We
I
had
just
to
had a
drag
baby, and I
Kia
just
out.
That was my first time out in a
We
while.
had,
Right,
to
yeah.
drag her out and yell at her for almost
Back
an hour and a
Right.
half until she finally got there.
Right.
2.5
She
hours
represented
late.
too, though, and we was popping bottles.
Yes.
Oh my God, there was so
Gang,
many
gang, you
bottles.
already know.
Speaking of that,
That even come up my mouth right, popping
Yeah.
bottles.
I can't come out without popping them.
I'm like, right? We had a good time. Because Kia and I both were pregnant recently, so we just had popped the bottle and popped the baby. So, like, okay?
Yeah.
I don't need any more, y'all. But
So
yeah,
anyway.
thank you for inviting us. And the music fest, oh my goodness, you look so wonderful. Like, it was so epic.
Thank you.
Epic. We were so proud.
Yeah, we had a good time. That was you know, I've done like a couple thousand seated shows like in other places.
Yeah.
But like here, because there ain't a lot of venues anyway.
Exactly.
But like here, it's good to do something like that, like
Right at
where
home.
you actually live at. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I felt when I saw that.
Yeah.
I mean, and your stage performance is really great too. Because sometimes when I've seen rappers like perform, the performance is so different from like the CD. You know, but you perform so good.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, they actually was talking to us about coming back. So
Really?
we would like to be there.
I would like
For
to
that.
be there every year.
I know that's
There you
right.
go.
Look,
Speak it right into existence.
That's it.
I'm telling you
There you go.
exactly. Look, and we'll be there if you ever need some camera women.
Oh yeah.
We do so much.
The other thing that I want to talk about is like, just like you said, highlighting you as a businessman, and like I said, there's just so much more depth, like you said, about, you know, personally selecting the people that are on your album, and even what you spoke about as far as like the art and creating it.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? Was there anything different about this? Like when you decided to come back and you decided you trashed the whole album. So what was that was just like, no, I want to do something else.
I was just like, you know, I wanna like I'm listening to it. When I do songs, I know how to listen to it as another person. Some people, they listen to their own songs and they be like, oh, every song is hot. But I know how to listen to it. Like, what I'll do is I'll play it for other people, and I like kind of like go into like their mindset, and I'm thinking like what they thinking when they hearing the song. So, you know, the album sound good, and I still might use a bunch of those records. There's some good records on there. But I started like changing the rhythm up. I did like Balaclava, and then we dropped the Wavy video, and then we did the Leave Me Alone joint. And then I just it's like I fully got back into the groove of being an artist. Because I had, remember I was saying I took a little break, I was just producing. So it was like a slow warm up. And then I was doing stuff that was like sounding like what I thought other people wanted me to sound like. And then I just started doing what I wanted to do. And then that's when I knew it was, that's when we got something together now.
Exactly.
And that stands out to me because like as an artist, like with hair and style and makeup and style, it's the same way. Like a designer will tell me like I want it to be like this, but when we're back here, it's like you just kind of create.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
It doesn't just,
there's no like rule book. It's like you do it.
Yeah.
And it's so funny too because at least once or twice a week I'm like, I'm deleting everything off Instagram.
Girl,
I hate
what?
all of my content. I want to start over.
Every time. Like reinventing it. But like you said, you do your thing. Like, you know, do what you...
Yeah.
Sometimes I have to not look at what other people are doing. Like, I have to shut down my Instagram and stuff. Like, you know, just like focus on my craft. So what you're saying, like, I feel you on that.
Yes.
Yeah, I was doing too much trying to think like what I thought people wanted me to sound like.
I appreciate that I can understand your lyrics. I do appreciate that.
Woo, me too.
I want you to know from the bottom of my heart that you're not mumble. What's it called? Mumble rapping.
Mumble rapping.
But I appreciate you because I could really turn up to what you're saying. And I turned it up the other day in the speakers, and I was like, oh. But I appreciate that I can understand your words. Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Thank you for that. But yeah, like man, I mean, we can go on and on and on and on and on.
One more thing I wanted to bring up was just your clothing line. So
I mean, it's more like we got some merch. So right now we got the Life is Crazy merch that we about to be dropping.
Okay.
I got some hats coming, some shirts, hoodies. We're working on some jackets right now too.
Oh, that's what's up. Yeah. Okay.
It's
you know, it's Take Flight Society.
Yes.
That's the family right there. So I'm gonna be dropping the link. So make sure y'all follow me on Instagram.
Okay.
At Red McFly. I'm gonna be dropping some links with all the stuff that we got. I got a ton of stuff. Like we got like ski masks, balaclavas.
But you need to do fashion week.
T-shirts,
what?
Mugs, cups, all kinds of
you
stuff.
do?
And they're really cute. I saw them.
Oh, thank you,
What?
thank you.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
really cute.
You got
My
all
son
kinds
said
of
he
stuff.
wanted a
The
ski
mask gonna be out
mask.
for the winter time, so I can put the okay.
That's what this one I got right now.
Oh, that what? Okay, I want one.
But we got some.
Give me 2 of them.
We got some nice
I
balaclavas.
know the songs.
They got the
Yeah.
Take Flight logo all around them.
What?
Those, I saw those. Those are
What was the
fly.
inspiration of? That's what I wanted to ask you.
Yes.
What was your inspiration on the name Take Flight?
It's because
Mm-hmm.
we in the mindset of always elevating.
Yes.
So it's like a plane,
Woo!
the upward trajectory, like
Shut it
just
down.
going
Let's go.
up all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So take flight.
Take Flight.
That's how simple it is.
Okay. That's why that song speaks to me then, because I know like it motivates you. You like, you know.
That's what I want to do. I try to motivate people.
That's right. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you have a song that caught me 2 of them. Give me 2 of them. What's the inspiration about
2 of them?
that?
That
Look, I'm playing. I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you. That's my song too.
so it could be, when you get to a certain point in life,
Yeah.
you might want 2 cars,
Yeah,
2
that's true.
chains,
Yeah.
2 rings,
Uh-huh.
2 any type of
To
thing.
everything. Okay. I like that song though. That's another vibe. So y'all got listen. Y'all gotta go listen to. I found you on YouTube. That's how I found it, and I also found it in the Apple Store. That's how I
It's on
found it.
all platforms streaming
All
right
platforms.
now. Uh-huh.
Yes. So
Mm-hmm.
that means go stream it.
Go stream it, huh?
Yeah.
FYI,
Stream
and
it,
then we
download
will
it,
discuss with
buy
your
it on
favorite song.
iTunes. We were just at Fashion Week. Went to a couple events.
Oh.
Shout out to Subi. That's my family.
Mm-hmm.
Everything you always see me wear their stuff all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, stuff like that. I'm into like I follow a lot of fashion brands. Like I look at the spring, summer, the fall, winter, and all that stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's good. That's good because we're always looking for designers and stuff to collaborate with,
Oh, okay.
brands and whatnot. So, and then a lot of people that are in our network, they always put on fashion events and stuff. So I know they're watching.
Yeah, because we really want to bring back Rip the Runway.
Oh,
you know
you did
that's
say
my
that
thing.
she
I
wants
want
to
to
do
bring
that.
back
Oh,
Rip
yeah.
the
She wants to
Runway.
have the artists back on the,
Yes,
Oh, that's
well,
dope.
a fashion show is going on. We have an artist performing. Like, I just feel
I
like
love
that
that.
is just,
Yeah,
that
I
was
like
like
that.
my favorite thing
It
on
really was.
MTV ever in life.
That was dope.
It was
I don't know
epic,
why a lot
y'all.
of people don't do that.
Red. Where'd that name come from? Yes.
That was a name I always had. When I first started rapping,
Mm-hmm.
I used to go by Red Rum. And
Mm.
then I was running through the streets, went to jail, all that stuff came out. And I was like, I want to change it. I had kids, I was like, I want to change that image,
Yeah.
clean that up.
Yeah.
So then I was just going by Red, because that's what everybody called me anyway.
Okay.
Nobody like really said Red Rum, they always say Red.
Mm-hmm.
So, Red on Google, like when you type it in and search it, it's just like, that's a basic word.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So when you type that in, I'm not gonna pop up like that.
Facts. Yeah.
So what I did was I added the McFly because I've always been a fan of Back to the Future.
Mm-hmm. I knew it.
McFly.
Cause my
Yeah.
dad said like Marty McFly.
Oh,
I said,
yeah, yeah.
no, Dad.
And there's me. I was like, I think it has something to do with fashion.
And I'm like, is it back to
Oh, it do got like
yeah,
a lot
like it's
mixed
fly.
into it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like he's fly, red is fly.
Yeah, that
That's
always
what I-
that all
the
played a
Mac
part
fly.
into it. Yeah.
But yeah,
Played a part.
I knew that was in Back to the Future. But yeah, so it's a little bit of both.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for coming here
Thank
again.
you for having me.
Oh my goodness, I can't wait to see what the Yes, it is.
Would you like?
We're gonna be interviewing a boss.
Mhm.
We have a little bottle, like some of our people, like they have brands. Cause you work with brands as well.
Yeah, I
right?
work with Bumbu, and I work with a sake company from Japan called
Oh, wow.
Hakasuda.
Oh, that's awesome. We gotta
I'm
try
half
some.
Japanese, so you know I'm a big sake fan.
That's right.
So what exactly is sake?
It's people call it, you could just say like a rice wine. You know, it comes from Japan.
Mm-hmm.
And the company I work with, Hakasuda, it's like the biggest imported sake brand from Japan to
See?
America.
So you're half Japanese, you said?
Yeah, my father was born in Japan. My grandmother.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's something else. Did you get to learn a little?
Yeah, I speak a little Japanese.
Oh, I always try. I
Say
tried.
something in Japanese.
Look at her. Look at her. A couple words. I don't even
What
remember.
you learn?
I was learning Cantonese.
You learned
Ni hao ma.
Japanese? Yeah, but that's not Japanese.
I know,
Konnichiwa.
that's Chinese.
Yeah.
Oh, konnichiwa. There you go. Help me out,
Is
girl.
that-
That's why we gotta have an audience,
I'm
because
like-
I need help.
Okay, but we're still waiting for
Konnichiwa.
that.
That's all I know
You
then.
gotta say something now.
Give me
I have
like
to
at least
think.
2 words to
I
go
have to
home with.
think.
So if I was gonna ask you like if you understand, I'd just say like Nyongo ga wakarimasu ka?
See, that's why I didn't do it anymore. That's too much. Maybe I tried to, I go, wait, say that. I can do this.
Nyongo
Let me just
wakarimasu ka?
Yongo.
Nyongo.
Yongo.
Nihon, because in Japan they say Nihon.
Nihon.
That's like this Japan.
Lord have
Japanese.
mercy. I don't know. Like, that's how I am with Spanish. I'm gonna get it together. I'm gonna get me a language under my belt.
I mean, I don't speak fluent.
Yeah.
But hey,
yeah.
you can say some words. That's
Your house
good
was
enough.
very interesting when you were growing up.
Well, nah, because I lived with my
from
mother.
Egypt.
I didn't really live with my father. My grandmother helped raise me too, though. Like, we would be at her house.
Oh, okay.
Every chance we got, every weekend, spent the whole summer.
Oh, I see that visual. Yeah.
You see
She
that?
fed us all
Nana's
the
keep their
Japanese
kids for
food,
the
everything.
summer.
They
Yeah.
keep it back in the day.
Uh-huh.
Nothing, no.
Shout out, she'll
Yeah.
cash.
Look, I
The
remember
new grandmothers don't be doing that,
They
right?
trying to twerk.
busy.
They trying to be like, you crapping my
Grandma
style.
doing club with the daughters.
What'd you
Yeah.
say?
My mom don't even club. She's
Right.
Oh, the grandma at the club.
Come
They
with
used
the daughter.
to
MJ
like, hey.
Sweet's grandma, she used to have all the grandkids.
Really?
We all sleeping on the floor.
That's right. I remember those
Yeah, I
days.
need that.
I know
I'm
that's
YOLO
right.
out
Look,
here in these streets.
But I remember them sleeping on the ground on the pallet. That's what they used to call it. Remember the pallet? Did y'all call it the pallet?
Oh, yeah, when you make the little thing on the floor.
Yeah, they call it
Yeah.
the pallet. Y'all go ahead and make
The
it out
pallet
the
on the
South.
floor.
Never mind. I'm talking
My
shit.
mother was the only one that said that.
No, a pallet, that's the southern thing, I think. Bitch, y'all make a pallet now.
Yeah.
I said a pallet, don't you sass me.
My mom
That's
be
it.
saying that.
Your mom say pallet. This is the last question for you, I promise. We're not going to hold you any longer. What is your audience? What would
That's a
you say?
good question.
Yeah.
I don't make music for kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like 16, 17. But I do have a lot of kid fans that be hitting me up.
Okay. Yes.
But I feel like I try to like go for the people that's more into you know, that listen to the lyrics, that don't just want to just follow rappers that just do the trends and
Gotcha. Yeah.
you know, stuff for clout and all that. So I'll probably say probably my age group is probably more like people like 21 and up.
21 and up, yeah.
Yeah.
Grown, cause yeah.
When you start getting down to like the 18 and the 17, 16, it's like they on a whole nother wave right now.
What? Tell me
Yeah.
about it.
It's
I'm like,
almost
what?
like brainwashed,
It
if
is.
you will.
It is,
Because
right?
it's like, this is not even music. What is this? It's just like
It's
noise.
definitely brainwashed, like some
I'm
type
like,
of
turn
music.
it
But I get it though, you know, like
That's
see
how
me.
Help us, please
Me
explain.
being a producer, like I can understand. I might
True.
not be into something, but I get it. And
True.
I understand it.
True.
You know what I mean? That's just with the, you know, every 10 or 15 years or whatever, it's like different generations and the sound change. Like think about like people that was older than me that grew up listening to like the real old school
Yeah.
hip hop. And they thought the stuff that I was listening to was garbage. Like they thought Lil Wayne.
That is so
and,
true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That
They
is
thought
so
Kanye
true.
West was garbage.
They
thought,
sure did. They sure did. Yup.
Yeah. So
You're right.
you know, and then
You're right.
people out and the from that demographic, they think the new
You know what?
generation. You know, that's just how it always is.
I needed to hear that. Now I need to
But
hear
when
that.
hip hop started, the people that was listening to back music back from the 60s and the 70s, they thought that was garbage.
They did. I had a school teacher say to us, I won't say his name. He told us, I won't say the year, but when I was a little girl, he put us in the auditorium and he said, hip hop is going to be gone in 10 years.
Wow.
All them kids went crazy. It was an elementary school.
He probably gone.
Somebody probably
He
heard
said,
you
and those are
in
my
hip-hop
friends who were
industry.
watching, who was in that elementary school with me. They made we was in Plainfield, New Jersey. I'll never forget it. He said that hip hop will be gone. Plainfield
Wow.
will be gone in 10 years. And you know what? We've been here strong and rocking out. But yeah, like you said, the old heads, when they heard the music, the hip hop, it was different. A lot of gangster rap and all that was out hard. It was F the police, a lot of
it's
stuff.
always a different, current mood of music. So that's how it always gonna be. It's
What would you
always gonna
say
be
to
like
someone who wants to get into like hip hop, in the hip hop world?
Be prepared to spend a lot of money.
That's what he's supposed
Be
to say.
prepared to have a lot of long nights with no sleep. Be prepared to be a target all the time.
Dang.
It ain't what it's all cracked up to be. I know it look good on camera and all
Facts.
that, but it's a lot of stuff that you gotta be prepared to be doing. Like when you do, not even just hip hop, just being an artist.
Period.
Yeah, like you gotta just be prepared. And one of the biggest things is the money. I put something. I was talking about that earlier online. Like a lot of artists think they could spend no money and then just be out. And there's ways around everything. Like once you get into that thing where like, I'm gonna do viral stuff and make a fool out of myself, you always got to do that. Like look at 6ix9ine. he can only have a hit if he's doing something
You are
stupid to go
facts.
along with it.
Facts. Something. Yeah. That's a good point.
That's why he ain't got no hits recently. So
Wow.
That's another thing. Gimmicks don't last long.
That's another thing. That's a
Temporary.
one-hit wonder type of stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
if that's what you into.
Yeah.
Because you just want to. Because I always tell people, hip hop ain't something that you just do for the rest of your life. It's something that would you get your bread, and then maybe you could help other people in the future, but then also take that money and put that somewhere else. Like people, you see people like 50 Cent who went and took his bread and started he invested into places like vitamin water and stuff like that.
That's a fact. Yeah.
Now that's it just depends. Like there's 1,000 ways to do things, but people got to make sure like you really have your plan mapped out.
Yeah.
And you know what you want to do, and you stick to that and do that.
Man, that's some good advice. You know what I mean? That's real right there.
There you go.
And on that note, you guys, I hope you guys really did enjoy this podcast, this live. I mean, it was such an honor to have you here for our first
y'all for having me.
podcast. Look, let me put my hand together. Keita, you can play some Red McFly on the way out here. We gonna have to dance every time we get out. We gotta get her. Look, I'm gonna be playing a lot of Red for the rest of the week. Right?
Thank you.
Run it up.
Yeah, here we go. Red, thank you for letting us have you here. What we got?
Thank you for having me.
Hey, y'all listen to that.
Dre, tell 'em. Niggas out here speaking on my name, must be playing with death. But ain't really much where I'm from. Say you run the city, but don't own the house. Use a bomb, call me gun with the 8 out of here. Ice out on my neck, where I'm at. Gone, level up, take a flight, out of here. Gone, ice out on my neck, where I'm at. Gone, where I'm at. Gone.
I'm going, and we are out here, guys. We are done. I'm gonna check out the people, what they're saying.
Oh wait, look. I
What
want
you
you
got?
to see something real
Oh, what
quick.
you got something else in there? What we got? Oh, you put it. Yeah.
Okay, so we just wanted to say thank you
We
for
just
being our
love our
first.
people that come here.
Yes,
wow.
and yeah, this is such a big deal for us. So
Oh damn! Thank you.
Thank you for coming, Red. Red back with Red
Thank
McFly.
you.
Got on my red. All right, yes. Thank you for coming. That's the good stuff to take care of your hair and stuff. You know, Tilesha, the hairstyle.
I've been growing my hair now too. So
Oh yeah, she was
thank you.
beat that. Look.
Damn, I ain't never went on the show and they gave me a gift like this.
Do you want to be a guest on our show or want us to host an event for you? Please visit us at CyrieandTilesha.com. Thanks for watching.